Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a album review, and sorry, I was looking at what time it was in my time for doing this album review because I gotta go to work in a few hours, of course. But yeah, I'm returning to you for the next Foo Fighters Marathon Studio album review. And this is the second to last one I'm doing because on Saturday I'm doing Concrete and Gold, and that'll be it. And then I think next week I'm gonna do three of their Nirvana albums. And then I think I'll do a Soundgarden marathon album review. Check out their discography. But yeah, this is for Foo Fighters' Sonic Highways album that I'm gonna be reviewing. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now I gotta say, this was a good album. Um, I was surprised that Zach Brown and Congregation didn't really sing. It was just mostly guitar work and that I think he was doing for this track. Probably acoustic or something, I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed Something from Nothing. That was pretty good of a song. It features Rick Nielsen in the track. The Feast and Famine and the Famine. Sorry if I said it wrong. Was a really good song. I really liked it. It features Peter Stahl and Skeeter Thompson. Skeeter. I'm sorry, that's just a little funny. Uh, I know I'm trying not to make a joke out of his name, but it's just the first name kind of made me laugh a bit. But, I'll drop it because I don't want to offend some people watching the review. But, yeah, The Feast and the Famine was a really good song. I like Dave Grohl screaming in it. He did scream quite a bit in this track. I think closer to the end of his clean vocals, he was starting to scream a bit, and I really loved it. I was like, ooh, this is actually pretty good. And then the album starts to die down a bit with What Did I Do? God Is My Witness, featuring Gary Clark Jr. That's not a bad song, it's just there are some moments in the track I just couldn't like. Like, it felt a little too dull of a song. Like, it was just recycling the same melody. And just, I don't know how I feel about it. It's an alright song. It's just, I gave it like a 4.5 out of 5. I was like, you know what, this is fine. It's just not great. And Outside was a very mellow one too. It just didn't strike me as fascinating of a song. I think from tracks 4 to 7, you start to feel that the album doesn't execute too well as you thought it would. Because I was hoping for a good rock album. And we got some of it, but just Foo Fighters tend to not like to. Foo Fighters tend to do this thing where they experiment with something different and give it a shot, which it's not bad to experiment, but it's how it's going to execute is the main concern. In the Clear was not a bad one. It just, I don't know, it was just that track that was in the album that I just wasn't too sure about liking. Then you have Subterranean, which was pretty mellow. Nice acoustic guitar, but somewhat mellow. And sorry if I'm sounding a little off in this review and not elaborating on what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying this album was good. It just wasn't impressive as I thought it'd be. I Am a River was a fantastic track to end the album. It was long, it was like 7 minutes, but it was worth listening to. It made the album's runtime go to 42 minutes, I believe. So, not a terrible album, just I think it could have used a little bit more work for tracks 4 to 7, but other than that, the album's good. It's not that disappointing. You're going to be in for a pretty interesting album. Overall, I think Foo Fighters' Sonic Highways album was good. I don't know if I see myself returning to this album as much, but maybe in time this album will grow on me a lot more. I just gotta listen to the songs a bit more to see if the songs do grow on me. I might decide to buy this album because I actually didn't hate it. This was the only album I never really got into from Foo Fighters, and then a few years later, I think a few years after this album, Concrete and Gold came out, and I was interested in that. And it didn't disappoint as much, but it could have been a little better for Concrete and Gold. But I'll share my thoughts on it when I do the review on Saturday. So for a score, I think I'm going to give Foo Fighters' Sonic Highways album an 8 out of 10. It's a good album, just could have used a little more work with a few songs, but other than that, it's a good album. It's not that disappointing. You'll be in for a good listen. It's a runtime of 42 minutes with 8 tracks, but it's kind of enjoyable. So, yeah, I didn't hate this album, so 8 out of 10 I'm going to give it. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Foo Fighters album, Sonic Highways, if you've heard it. And if you like this album review I made for you guys late this morning, I guess you could say. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will be returning to you for I guess I'll be doing the Concrete and Gold on Saturday, and then tomorrow I'm going to be doing some more track reviews, probably a few, I don't know for sure, but, yeah, I wanted to take a break yesterday from doing videos, because I was playing a game. I was playing Resident Evil 2, the remake version of it, which it's really fun. But I kept dying quite a bit in the game. So I was dragging it out so long, trying to get past the police station part in the game, as playing as Leon, and it's kind of tricky. Trying to figure out how to get out of that police station is a bitch. I discovered a few new places to go to, but new areas in the police station to go to, I guess you could say. But still, it's gonna take a little time to beat the game. Quite a bit of time, but I should be able to finish it. Maybe if I go back to it today, I'll probably finish it in a week or so. Maybe sooner, I don't know. But I hope you did enjoy this album review for Foo Fighters' Sonic Highways. I hope you did enjoy this review. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next review.